Welcome to PlayStation Corner, my name is Alex and today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite deals across the PSN stores covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. The massive sale, it continues, so this one it's a hybrid of the normal weekly sale and the Critics' Choice, a whole host of heavy hitters. So if you are new here, hit subscribe, join us here on PlayStation Corner for reviews and deals weekly, and let's get started. As always then, I do have a winner to announce for a $10 PSN gift card later in the video, and one more to give away. All you need to do to enter, drop a comment down below and the winner they'll be announced in the next video. This is also then the second video on this very sale. I've linked to the previous video in the pinned comment down below, so if you haven't already, maybe check that one out next. First up then, Riders Republic. This is one I picked up personally back on Black Friday with the physical release. I've always enjoyed games like Steep, so I had to take a look and it did not disappoint. While it's not going to keep you busy for hours on end, since I did pick it up, I found reason to jump in for smaller sessions near consistently. Think though an open world extreme sports experience. The idea though, make your way to the top of these leagues, earn new rides and reputation and cosmetics, and generally just compete in a whole host of events. That's going to be biking, both downhill and road, skiing, snowboarding and then wingsuits. Again, like, it's not going to change your life, but if you want some bite-sized, high-octane action, this may well be a good place to go. It's a new low price then, 50% off. Streets of Rage 4 then is for the more retro fans out there. It's an experience though absolutely worthy of the name. Here we return to these streets to pummel some bad guys, and it's packing this huge cast, both classic characters and new additions. Tackle 12 stages though and clean up these streets of wood oak in single player or co-op. These graphics are stunning though, as they embrace a more clean aesthetic, and the soundtrack it is top quality with a roster of different composers, both new and old to the series behind it. I was really impressed overall. It's as fun as ever, and this, it's a new low price then, 50% off. It Takes Two is back on sale, matching the low price with 50% off. It relatively recently won a Game of the Year at the Game Awards, and while I know it may not have been the first choice for many, it absolutely makes sense. It's the same creator as Brothers and A Way Out. What he has always done is basically show creativity, especially true though in the case of co-op, and that is the very case here. The best thing about this one though, only one copy of the game is needed to play co-op. Let's say you want a friend online to accompany you. Simple, use the friend pass included and they are in. It's basically a demo you download and you enter a code of sorts. Story wise then, it's a couple going through a tough time, potential divorce, with a child, and they get transformed and head on this adventure together. I didn't find the lead characters all that likeable honestly, but the supporting cast is great and there's some fantastic co-op environmental puzzles and platforming packed in here. Alan Wake Remastered then gave a classic some love. For me, this game absolutely deserves a true sequel of some sort, and hopefully sales numbers here on this release prove the masses agree. A third-person horror experience. You are a writer, you have writer's block, your girlfriend decides let's do a getaway, kind of help you out, and yeah, I gotta say here, terrible idea. She goes missing, and this town, let's just say it's pretty messed up. Now get out there and figure out what's real and what's not. It's for sure a game that embraces the supernatural and surreal even, but the story, it's one of the best in horror out there. Gunplay, I've never enjoyed it all that much in this game. I felt that same way this go around, so I wouldn't say it's really changed the game much, rather just kind of, polished it up and made it look 2021. Again though, like horror fans, those that played it before or even never, it comes highly recommended from me, matching the low price with 20% off. Star Wars Squadrons then, first off, if you are a member of EA Play, you will find it for free there, but I still like to shout these out because not everyone is a fan of these subscription style services, and I don't think you can knock this one with a new all-time low price at 70% off. This, for me, it's the Star Wars game I've always wanted, throwing me behind the controls of some of my favourite fighters and basically saying go dogfight. It looks stunning as well then visually, especially if you're rocking a PS5 that's going to be 4K 60 FPS, and it's really getting out there and saving or even attacking the galaxy. PSVR owners as well, I can't say I've played it personally, but I hear great things about the included VR mechanics, and very little sounds better than really immersing yourself in one of these cockpits. The medium then would be another good horror option with its new low price here, 35% off. It's a relatively recent addition to the PlayStation library. Word of warning here though, PlayStation 5 exclusive. This will not work on the PS4, though no doubt, there's a good chance that may happen in the future. This one's a third-person horror experience, so you recently lost your father and you have medium abilities, but what makes it unique, you have this ability to shift across different realities to tackle this adventure. That's what hooked me personally, seeing the differences between these locations, and while I wouldn't say it's the scariest, it absolutely had me intrigued. Insurgency SANDSTORM then is perhaps my favourite shooter on the PlayStation currently, or at least when it comes to online multiplayer. I've always liked that kind of run and gun fight, but this is tactical, and that realism brings across an edge others just can't achieve. Jumping in initially as well, I'll be honest, frustrating. You'll get taken down, and it takes very few bullets, and you'll have no idea where it came from. Just be kind of patient as you do dive in. Practice makes perfect though, and it's packing PvP and cooperative play, and it packs in this huge amount of customization as well. It even has positional voice chat to really dial up that need to work together and keep in range. It's matching the low then, 25% off, and again, look, not easy, a relatively decent learning curve. Into the final 3 games then, starting with Lost Judgment. Many of you will already know I'm a huge fan of the Yakuza series. Judgment was this fantastic spin-off, and unexpectedly it received this sequel. Think here the original Yakuza, a small open world, a whole lot of dialogue and brawler style of combat, but now with a dash of investigation as well. You'll be on the hunt though for like a murder case, all sorts, but it becomes a huge amount of twists and turns. It's just good fun though, being on the right side of the law. It's a nice spin on things, and while I wouldn't say the investigations are particularly deep, it is still extremely rewarding. If you haven't played the original already though, start there, learn these characters and this spin on this world. It's on the PS5 and received a PS5 build as well. 40% off though, that is a new low price. Our penultimate game of the video then is 9 Monstrum Nox, an action RPG fans. This one for sure, it comes recommended. Now if you've never played an entry before, do not worry, it's a standalone story. It still contains some references here, but yeah, overall fantastic stuff whether you jump into this one or maybe 8 that came before it. The idea in this one though, you get arrested early in the game and on trying to escape this city that seems to basically have it out for you, you get cursed, you become what's known as a monstrum. You're not the only one though, and you'll need to team up with others like you, take down a whole host of enemies, and earn the right to basically quickly vacate. The main story though, around 30 hours, doing and seeing everything, easily over 50 hours, and while environments at times they can be a little bit, let's say, bland, it's still a great example of the genre. It's also then a new low price with 50% off. I've always enjoyed though its combination of complex systems and hack and slash style of action. Our winner of the week then, it's going to Kay, who highlighted Chorus. It seems that one flew below the radar for many from the comments I was seeing, but if space combat is your thing, that one is absolutely gonna be worth a look. Along with the video where all deals are still live, I've linked my review down below of Chorus. Again, take a look at that, it is a pretty special game. Congrats OK, drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in the next video. So our final game of the video then, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, and somehow I've still not got around to wrapping up the expansion with this one, but it's still an easy one to recommend. It's matching the all-time low, 33% off, and it comes in 2 editions. That's one for the PS4 and one for the PS5. The latter seeing a bump in price point because it's one of those that gave us a little cheeky, give us extra cash for this upgrade. An open world action adventure though, it for sure has that air of Souls-like to it, mainly in the fact it's challenging as hell at points, but between exploration, solid combat and story, I have near to no complaints about this game. No matter what system you play it on then as well, it looks absolutely stunning. Throw in then though, this edition packs in all the content to this point, so that's the base game, the expansion, which is story and a whole lot of it, a digital art book, skins, commentary and co-op mode, and I do not think you can complain. Can't say I've tried that co-op though, curious to how that plays, let me know if you've checked it out in the comments down below. A good alternative to consider as well then, also on sale right now, Sekiro, fast-paced, and from the team behind Souls, but for me personally, I do think Ghost of Tsushima just kinda slightly wins. And that is another week down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week, or are you hoarding onto that cash? With that then, hit subscribe, join us here on PlayStation Corner for reviews when we start to see more releases later in the year and deals weekly, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.